Hey Pisces, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and of course my beautiful cross watchers. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about Pisces, about your person, especially if there's limited communication, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Pisces. Just keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading for the sign of Pisces. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. With that being said, if my channel has found you, if my video has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. I do love to hear from you. If you don't want to comment, I totally understand. Please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. Okay, guys, in the description box, you'll find all the ways to book a personal reading with me, and I would love to hear from you and read for you. Now, let's get into your timeless reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Cross Watcher Spirit. What are the messages for my Pisces water babies? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Cross Watchers. What is going down in Pisces town? What does Pisces need to know? My Pisces water babies, what's going on? Spirit, please. Okay, let's get into this now. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watcher Spirit. Okay, what are the messages for Pisces? So in the recent past regarding your current energy, Pisces, this can be your energy or somebody else's energy, especially if you have fire placements. Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. Seven of Wands speaks of protecting yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your auric field, protecting your chakras, protecting yourself, your person, okay? Whether it's from an energy or a person or people or a situation, it looks pretty fiery here. For those of you with strong fire placements, does not resonate more with you or maybe not. For some of you who do a lot of grounding meditation work, this can be very confirming for you that not only you're grounded in the energy of the earth, you're rooted in the energy of the earth. Maybe there's a reason why you did that. Maybe there's a reason why you all of a sudden just decided to really, really take better care of your auric field and your chakras and your energy and who you speak to and how when you are confronted with something, how you react. Okay, so we'll see what's going on. Crosswatcher, this could be your energy too. Seven of Cups in the upright position. So a lot going on in your brain, a lot going on in your brain. A lot of mixed emotions regarding something that has, that weighs heavy on your heart. This could also just be, and now my readings are timeless, but for many people watching it right now, it will be the beginning of the new year, 2026. Happy New Year, guys. You could have decided to start the new year with a clean slate. Maybe you did some Reiki, maybe you got some Reiki, maybe you just did, a spiritual cleanse of any kind with crystals, candles, baths, whatever, egg cleanse, whatever you like to do. And now you're noticing, okay, I'm grounded, I'm rooted, okay, I'm present, okay, I feel good, I'm protected, but I still have all these crazy thoughts in my mind. I'm still not 100% feeling like have just been cleared and cleansed. Maybe you need to work on your crown chakra, your third eye chakra. Maybe you just need to declutter. Okay, there can be stuff in your home that has an energy vibration to it that you never realized before can cause some confusion. I know me personally, I don't like to do a whole clearing out of my house. I like to do it in stages because it just gets too overwhelming. But even if I clear out a drawer or I straighten something out, I already notice automatically my energy shifts for the positive. So that might be something you're thinking about doing now. You're like, I have all these things. I have all these tchotchkes. I have all these gadgets. I have all these memories. I have all of these gifts that were given to me by someone I don't even talk to anymore. And you don't know what to do with it. So you either cleanse it, donate it, or give it away. Okay? Or, possibly just throw it away, depending on what it is. Okay? For some of you, it's just needing to do more crown chakra, more third eye chakra healing. Okay? Pisces, you are very, you're very spiritual. You're very intuitive. Okay, you're one of the most psychic signs. So ignoring your crown and your third eye in a clearing wouldn't be recommended for anyone, especially Pisces, right? Nine of Cups in the reverse. So something that you're hoping for, I have to say, is not going to come to fruition. In regards to love or self-love, something's not happening. I don't think you're too guarded. I don't think you're guarded enough. That's what I think. Yeah, and the Nine of Cups speaks of wishes fulfilled, reverse obviously wishes unfulfilled or not feeling fulfilled in a certain area of your life when it comes to love or relationships, love of any kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. We will see. Take it how it resonates. If this could be a family dynamic, this could be your partner, this could be a friend, this could be at work. But I'm feeling like it's more like protecting your energy from people who are close to you, okay? Or a person who's close to you. Yeah. Okay, so something's over. Something's over between you and another person. Can be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. But you did clear your energy, and now you still have all these, you're still confused. And maybe you were hoping to get some clarity, but I see in the future you're not going to get it anytime soon, and things are over. So let's just see what this is, okay? You know what? I'm going to start to pull some Raven's Rose Oracle cards and see what pops out. Because I feel like this is more like romantic or something like that. It can be, you know, family members as well, but let's just see. Let's see what just came out. Obsessed and abusive. Obsessed, stalking, infatuation. All I think about is you. I watch every move you make. It's toxic, but I won't change. Okay, so something's over because I think somebody became very highly obsessed with you in a not a very healthy manner. This could even been either an ex, okay, or your person's ex, okay? And that's why you had to maybe clear your energy, ground your energy, root your energy, declutter. Maybe you live with your person and your person has a lot of stuff that they've accumulated throughout the years from their ex, and they brought it over to your place, and now you're stuck with that energy. Let me know in the comments, guys. And then I also have abusive, cruel, uncaring, selfish. I will break you down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Wow. And I can't seem to get over these two skulls here. And then I was talking about the crown chakra and the third eye. So yeah, you're coming out of something very toxic here. If your person was abusive to you, okay, mentally abusive to you, you broke up with them, you declutter, or you're trying to declutter, or you still have some of their stuff, and they're obsessed with the fact that you still have some of their belongings. And now maybe they're bothering you. So Pisces, listen, if you have anything of theirs that you need to return, I would not hold on to it, okay? Because this person is abusive, okay? And they're obsessed. So if you don't give them what they want, they're going to not leave you alone. And then it can get very scary, okay? So this is a really urgent reading here. Let me see what else comes out here. This could be very specific for one person, but I don't think so, Pisces. This is for the Pisces collective here and cross watchers, that somebody is abusive and obsessed and not happy. Soulmate. Lesson, blessing, destiny. We were fated to meet. This is there is a purpose for us being in each other's lives. Weird. Okay. So here we have you starting out the reading in the recent past is clearing out your energy and defending yourself, defending your property, defending your home or whatever. And now we have you all confused in the current energy, too much stuff, too much clutter, too many memories, thinking about like what went wrong and stuff like that. It could be many things. And in the future, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. So with the Two of Cups as the overall in the reverse as the overall message here with these cards that are these are very negative. Oh, this is not so negative. Um, then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse underneath it. So this abusive person can be saying to you, or they feel that you are their soulmate, okay? Um, and that it was a fated meeting, and there's definitely a reason why you guys came into each other's lives. But right now, I feel like you're questioning that, Pisces, and you have every right to question it, because like, how can someone be a soulmate and become abusive and obsessed? Okay, so and now you don't even want this to continue, but at the same time you're not giving back their belongings, or you're not getting rid of stuff that are theirs, uh, and it's causing confusion and chaos in your home. This person had very, very, very infectious energy, or they still do. um, and it's weird because I feel like you always knew that they were abusive, Pisces, but yet you were with them anyway. It could be because they're obsessed with you, and they kept trying and trying, so maybe that you kept trying as well. Let me see here what's going on here. Oh my gosh. Okay, this just flipped out like this. Offended, insulted, hurt, annoyed. You hurt my feelings, and I need to be heard. Please just apologize and fix this. Pisces, I feel like this is your energy. And you have a right to get offended. So you're hoping for an apology from your person. And until they apologize to you, you're not letting them back in. What did this person do? Spirit, tell me more about this, please. Why does Pisces person need to apologize? Unavailable, emotionally guarded. I am not in a place where my heart can feel for someone right now. It's not your fault. This is very wacky, wonky energy, okay? And I feel like this energy of the unavailable belongs to both of you from the past, where you both were emotionally guarded and not in a place where you felt like you could fall in love or even nurture a new relationship, a new connection, but yet you did it anyway. That could be where that soulmate energy comes in, where it was like a fated meeting. Now, this happens many times, guys. You hear lots of things, and lots of readers and lots of gurus and lots of, people who talk, speak, have their own platforms, say, when you're broken, there is no room for you to meet your better half, or your soulmate, or your twin flame will not come in unless you're fully healed. That is not true, okay? You can be broken, you could be depressed, you could be sad, you could be hurt, you could be unbothered. If you're in the right place at the right time, and it's a fated meeting, and you're supposed to meet this person, whether it's a karmic, twin flame, soulmate, or what have you, divine counterparts, you're going to meet that person. Just because you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, does not mean that you cannot meet the love of your life at that time. Okay, so I cannot stand when I hear an unhealed version of you won't bring in the love you desire, it won't last. That is not true. Okay, that is not true. Okay, I don't believe in that, and I'll challenge anyone who says that. Okay, so I feel like this message is for both of you, that both of you were coming from a place of being unavailable, emotionally, mentally, physically checked out. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it was the ideal time to meet, but many people do meet when tragedy strikes, or when uh, things are going down the toilet, things are going down the tube, and you're just getting up, dressing up, showing up anyway. Okay. So let's say, you work a 9 to 5 and you're going in every day, even though your life's in turmoil. Of course, you're going to still go to work, right? Or, you have a party to attend, and just because you had a breakup or your child is messing up in school doesn't mean you're not going to go to the party, right? So getting up, dressing up, showing up, um, when you're not available or when you're upset or when you're going through turmoil does not mean that your life is over. Okay? You're on autopilot. All of a sudden, boom, you meet the person of your dreams, or boom, you meet your best friend, or boom, you reconcile with your ex-family member. Whatever it is. Okay? Let's just see what else happened. Give me a few more cards here before I pull tarot again. Spirit, what do you have for me? Let's get more clarifications on this. Because your wishes are unfulfilled and I want an answer. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups here. No interest. One-sided, unrequited. I know you want me, but I don't feel the same way. I stick around because I like your love. Whoa, Pisces. What is going on, Pisces? I feel like this reading, now you could swap up the signs, but I feel like this is a male-female relationship, heterosexual relationship. Okay? One-sided, unrequited, soulmate, offended. I stick around because I like your love. I feel like this is a third party interfering. This could be an ex of your person's or an ex of yours. Swap it up, flip it, reverse it for your situation. But this is a male-female relationship, okay? Quite possibly a soulmate, okay? And when you guys met, okay, both of you or one of you were entertaining somebody else or with somebody else and the relationship was unrequited. All of a sudden, you got, now this could have happened a long time ago. This could have happened recently. Okay. It's going to be different for all of you. Take it how it resonates for you. Okay. But I feel like when you met your person, Pisces, you were down and out, and so was your person. But guess what? You met anyway. Okay. You met anyway, and it felt very good. Okay. You guys became obsessed with each other. You both took maybe there was a lot of fighting in the beginning. Okay, you both took your anger and abuse out on each other, right? And what happened now, Pisces, you got offended by something this person said, okay? Or they got offended by what you said, but I feel like it's more like you're waiting for the apology. You're offended, okay? This person calls you a soulmate, but yet you're offended. They're obsessed and abusive. But I feel like that's the energy. This is the test here. With no interest, one-sided, all of a sudden the ex of yours or theirs is coming back around. Not because they want your person back so much. They just like the attention that they get from your person. It's like they get high on that. They're not interested in your person, or they're not interested in you for the long term, but they just want to come around and mess things up. Because they like the attention you get and the love that you show. Okay? So understand this is where it's coming from here. Let me go back to the tarot now. Yep, there's a third party here coming back around because, once maybe the third party, didn't know that, maybe your ex or your person's ex didn't know that you guys were in a committed, deep relationship, feeling that you guys are soulmates, spending time with each other, seeing the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, all of that. All of a sudden, someone finds out, and all of a sudden, someone wants you back. But yet, they don't have love for you. They just like the one-sidedness of the love. Okay? And they're coming back around because if they're like, okay, if I don't have it, this person's willing to give it to me, I'm going to go mess up that relationship and I'm going to take it. So this is all a test. And I feel like this abuse and this obsession was caused by what you were in, what type of relationship you both were in previously to this one. Okay? And now this bee is coming back around. Okay? This person could look very different from you, Pisces. You could be a dark-haired female, very, very dark-haired female, and this person's very light-haired female. You could have darker skin. This person could have lighter skin. It's, you know, it could be reversed, but I don't think so. I think there is a blonde woman. Okay. Now you could be saying to me, listen, Rose, I'm blonde. Okay. But there's a blonder woman. Okay. There's a blonder woman coming back to try and get your man back. Okay. This can even be a situation for some of you females who have dated women in the past. If you're bisexual, not for the males, for the females. If you were bisexual and you were with a female for a while, okay, you might have caught feelings for her, and she might have pretended she had feelings for you. Maybe both of you didn't have love for each other, but she liked the love you showed her. Now she wants you back because she wants your attention. She wants your love, but it's unrequited. Okay, that's going to be a very specific message. That won't resonate with everyone. I don't want to throw anyone off, but that's what Spirit had me say. Okay, let's find out more about this. Spirit, what's going to happen here? Because I actually feel like the Nine of Cups reversed is you feeling like this can't work because a third party is back. You know, a third party started coming back around and things got really bad here. Okay. And the other thing is also that the one who is now coming back in to try to pretend that they're showing interest is disappointed because they're not going to get what they want from your person or you, depending on whose ex it is. Okay. Why is abusive and obsessed here? King of Swords. Okay. So for many of you, okay, your person could be an Aries, Leo, a Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but maybe in their sun sign, they could be Air, not Air. Why did I say that? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Fire did come up in the beginning. Your person is very like by the book, does things by the rules, very melatonin, very calm. But they call it as they see it. They don't lie. They don't cheat. They're not a liar. They're not a cheater. They're very actually straightforward. And they will tell you that they're in love with you in the most like insincere way, but that's because that's how they say it, but this person's not a liar nor a cheater. They tell it like it is, and they make no apologies for anything that they feel. It doesn't have to be that your person is an air sign. That's just what I'm picking up. Okay, if you don't know their rising or their moon, at least try to find out their moon or their Venus if you can. Okay, check out your chart too if you don't know it. Okay, but the King of Swords in the upright position is not necessarily abusive. That would be more like in the reverse position. So I'm feeling that this abusive behavior came out of the past relationship, and the obsession came out of the past relationship. So these are energies that are not really belonging to you or your person. They have come in by another person, and that's probably why you cleared your energy. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else we could find out here. Spirit, give me more messages here. What about this third party? What do we need to know about this third party? Because you guys look like your soulmates. You guys both met. You both agreed that neither one of you were available or looking for love. But yes, somehow you found yourself stumbled upon this. And it was great. And it got, the energy looks really good. Very dark and mysterious, which can be very alluring, but it got crazy. And I'm not feeling that energy belongs to you or your person. I feel like it came from a third party doing something energetically, okay? So it doesn't have to be spells, guys, okay? It could be just their energy. If they're toxic enough, their energy, what they're sending over to you, they're sending you jinxes, whatever. just because they're talking bad about you, they're gossiping or they're slandering you, they're looking up on socials and they're making fun of you, or they're talking trash, talking smack about you and your person, this, that, and the other, swap it up, flip it, reverse it, all that stuff can cause major problems. Now they're back. In the future, they're coming back. Okay, but you guys are realizing that you're soulmates through all of this, but you're waiting for an apology that you're not getting because this person over here is interfering. So let me find out more about this third party who has no interest other than just to use and abuse for love and get what they want. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Not only is this ex, okay, not only is this female, she's very much in her masculine, okay? She is actually, with the Knight of Wands reversed on top of no interest and unrequited and one-sided, this person is a straight up hoe, okay? Straight up random hoe, okay? And she's proud of it. She makes no mistakes. She can look very feminine, but she operates in her masculine energy. Therefore, she feels like, she's very happy to be a whore. I just want to say that. And she gives freely because she doesn't care about love. She doesn't even have love for herself. So she gives herself to whoever, and she doesn't care whether or not, you are with someone or not. She could care less. She just wants what she wants from you, and then she's out again. Okay? So, but I feel like she might want to stick around a little bit here because she's looking to get a little something, something here. Ace of Wands in the reverse, and she will be rejected. She will be rejected, Pisces. Okay, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, you can't make this up. Okay, we all know what this card is, right up, upright, right? And the Knight of Wands in the reverse is notorious on getting people into bed whenever they feel like it, okay? It's all about passion, no emotion, okay? But here she's being denied. She's being dismissed. So, your person's not going to be Captain Save-A-Ho here, okay? He's not doing that. She's not doing it, okay? It's not going to happen. So it's just some random hoe who needs to step aside, and you need to work on this and clear this out. Now let me get over here with this obsessed and the soulmate. What are you offended about? Because I don't think you're Pisces. I don't think you're offended about this no interest whore, right? She's just random, okay? I don't think you're offended about that. I think you're offended about something else. So let me find out what that is. The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse, strong sign of Taurus and Libra. Now, you could have Taurus moon or Libra moon, which is resonating more with me about Libra. And you're offended because I think your person might have said to you something like either A, I don't want to have children, or B, they could have said out of anger that you're not someone who should be having children or something like that. But or they could have said something about your mother. Your mother could be involved in this somehow because you are highly offended. I need more clarification on this. Can you even see this, guys? I need more clarification on this. Queen of Swords. Whoa. Here's a perfect couple here. Your person, out of anger, either said one of two things. Either said that if we're going to get back together, if I'm going to do away with the third party, your mother or my mother needs to step out because they put in their 2 cents. And either you got offended or they got offended. Okay? Or this no interest whore happens to be a baby mama of your person. Okay? And they might have said something about them to you to make you feel offended. Or it could be another whole situation together where neither one of you had decided to want kids, and all of a sudden now you want kids and your person's not budging. One more card, please. Two of Swords in the reverse. Pisces, there's going to be an open and honest conversation here. Okay? Because I feel like this energy, this abusive and this obsession with hurting you has come from this third party or your mother or their mother. Okay? It can be also a situation where you have a mother from hell or mother-in-law from hell, and your person has an ex from hell, or you have an ex from hell, but I'm feeling more it's your person's part. Okay, maybe you have the mother from hell and they have an ex from hell. Maybe their mother is also from hell. Okay, Pisces, you know, this is like a a complete onion here we have. We're not in a pickle, we are in an onion, Pisces. Okay, you have the ex who just wants to come back in to get laid. Okay, then we have the mother or mothers that are intrusive, who set you off or set your person off, or both at the same time, to cause conflict, chaos, and mayhem in this connection. Forcing your person to think that they don't want to have children with you, or forcing your person to think that you're not mother material. Okay, and you could be saying, listen, Rose, I'm beyond childbearing years. Okay, then they could have said something to you just regarding your mother or about the type of mother that you were or are. Okay, but it was said out of rage. It was said out of obsession. And the thing that's sticking out of me here is soulmate, that you guys were destined to meet when both of you were unavailable. That's very like fated. So this is a mess here. This is a mess, but this hoe is going to be denied. So I want you to know that, let me give you some clarity, Pisces. If you thought your person was going to cheat on you with their ex, they're not. This this hoe is not going to be saved. Okay? There is nothing. She's going to try to come onto your person, and guess what? Your person's going to deny them because your person's obsessed with you, and they're your soulmate, and you guys are soulmates. But you're still offended. Now, this is a perfect couple here. That's why I feel like a lot of you have Libra moon or Libra rising or Aquarius moon, or could also be, it could be any of the air signs in your moon or your risings. Okay, maybe some of you already Libra sun and you're watching for your Pisces moon. Good for you. Something like that. If you're none of those signs, if you don't see that in your, sun, moon, rising, Venus, then just know that it's about the truth. But you guys are being very matter of fact with each other right now. And with this Two of Swords here, you're going to have an honest conversation about the obsession, about about how you got offended, how this person is verbally abusive, mentally abusive, and why. It's probably because of this person and this person here. You have no, I mean, I'm sure you do because you're watching this video. Mothers-in-law can create major problems. They want to create major problems for their sons and daughters, okay? A lot of us were raised by covert narcissists, okay? A lot of us Gen Xers have covert narcissist mothers and fathers, aunts, uncles, brothers. A lot of us were treated like the scapegoat. We were the black sheep, so that could be a situation where you and your person have in common that you were both abused mentally in some way by your mothers, okay, or by a mother figure, okay, in your life. And now it's playing out with the third party as well. When it rains, it pours. So I feel like you're going to get through this, Pisces. I wish this was a better reading, but this is what happens. And that's why I said when two people meet and they're not the best place in their life, doesn't mean they can't meet and work it out. Because I'm telling you right now, in a soulmate or twin flame or relationship, there will be tests. Okay? But no one's cheating here. There's temptation, but no one's going for the bait. So like I said, this, unfortunately your person has baby mama that's a problem. They have a mother that's a problem. You could have a mother that's a problem. And that's just the way it is. That's very common. That's not a reason not to work things out. Okay, Pisces, so that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it gave you much clarity to know that you and your person are supposed to be together, that all this obsession and abusive behavior will dissipate over time. I suggest major talks can happen, maybe some counseling, because this person here, this third party, is going to be denied. Okay, so that should give you much relief knowing that there's no cheating. But there have been words said because you both come from abused backgrounds. You are children of abuse and you're just trying to get things right. And I know it's going to work out for you. Okay, Pisces, I'm wishing you so much love and light and unexpected blessings. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.